Hi, I'm Connie, group fitness instructor with the Wenatchee Racquet Athletic Club, doing another at-home workout. And today, I'm gonna give you some ideas to do when you're sitting around watching TV. So we all know that once that couch pulls us in, that we really won't be moving for a while. So these are some ideas to keep you moving. Do a little couch sweat, sofa sweat. So, during a commercial or during a little break, why don't you just kind of sit up tall, shoulders back, and we'll just reach around a little bit. So that gets the muscles to loosen up. You're not just sitting in the same place for a long time. You're going to start to pull the navel toward the spine. We know that because those core muscles need to start being engaged. All right, let's go overhead and do a little rope climb. So these are quick, easy movements that you can do during a commercial, or even as you were watching TV, or just sitting around. Good way to kind of reset the body. When we sit too long, it just doesn't do good things for the body. We need to reset things and get the metabolism going again. All right, bring it down. Let's just march a little. So if your couch is really low, it makes it a lot harder to march. If you have a squeaky couch like mine, it might be a noisy workout. And let's bring our feet closer. Now with the marching, it's really easy to start kind of letting gravity pull you down. So it's very important that you stay tall. We're using the core. And most likely you'll have helpers for your workout like I do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's do a little one-legged jack. Out and in, out and in. Starting to kind of loosen up the hips. We're still sitting tall. Core is pulled in. Let's get the arms going. Now, if you're sharing the couch with somebody, watch out. Don't knock them in the head. You can get those arms moving up top. Easy, quick movements. Starting to breathe a little heavier. Keep those elbows pretty bent. 4, 3. You bring those arms down. Now feet are close together. We're going to jump those feet side to side like we're jumping over a line that comes down. Woo. Back to the center, bounce the heels. So you're using a lot of muscles in the top of the legs. Your hip flexors, your quads. Let's do it again. Tall. 4, 3, 2. Bounce it out. Woo. Always be readjusting. Sit tall. Let's tap the heels out front. Belly button really pulled back. To increase the leg muscle usage, let's straighten. It's a little front kick. back to the heel taps. Let's do some pushes. The more you use your arms, the higher the heart rate goes, the more benefit you get. It's a more efficient workout when you get the heart pumping as well as the muscles working. 4, 3, back to the front kicks if you can. Kick, kick, let's push up. Four, 3, now let's just do a knee lift. And we're pushing out. So if your couch is really low, or the recliner that you're sitting in, it makes it harder to get those feet up off the floor. Back to the heel tap. No arms. So already you're feeling your legs working. 3, 2, 1 more. Now we're going to come to a stop. Let's get to the edge of the seat. Lock the knee, pull the toe toward you. You're going to sit up tall and just lean forward, keeping the back straight, shoulders back. You're going to pull the toes toward you. That's a good stretch for the hamstring, the back of the legs. And then back up. Let's do some heel taps. Want to keep that heart rate up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now other leg this time. Come on down. And the shoulders pull back. Chin is just stays neutral. Don't look too high up. You don't want to strain the neck. And come on back in. Let's just stretch out, rotate. Get a nice rotation around the torso, the spine, and the other side. And back to center. Let's bring them together. Push forward, look down. Now, even if you don't want to do a workout, just staying stretched, staying flexible is very important. So take a moment once in a while to just sit up taller, stretch things, get the body into its full range of motion, up and over, lengthening the spine. Other side, up. And back to center. Let's do a little more cardio. Starting with the jacks. Or up. Just pull down. You want a lot more challenge for the core? Try to do both. So it's a struggle to stay tall. 4, 3. Let's do those moguls. Jump those feet across the line. 4, 3. Heel taps. Can you do both? Your body will lean back a little, but keep the back straight. 4, 3, jacks. 4, 3, 2, and moguls. 4, 3, 2, heels. And just bounce those heels up and down. All right. Now, the getting up off the couch is always, for some time, a challenge. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to do some sit to stands. So once again, if you have a very low couch, it's going to be quite a challenge. But we're going to do it slow. We're going to talk through all of the necessary muscle engagement, and then we're going to go a little faster. So, you're sitting on the edge, but you can't really get up off the couch from way back there. So always scoot to the edge first. Your legs are wider than your hips. Your feet are right under those knees. We've talked about this many times. So they're not underneath you. That'll strain the knees when you get up. And they're not out in front, because they're then of no help to help you get up. So they're right under those knees. Now the trick to getting up off the couch without help is to lean. So you want to get your center of gravity far forward into those heels, where you push into the heels, sit all the way back down. So you're pushing down as you stand. If you're still having trouble getting up, maybe lean even further, or you can use that couch to help you get up. Now, it's actually really good if your couch is low and you might be sitting below your knees a little, because that uses a lot more muscle in the legs. But if it does strain your knees, then you want to kind of find maybe a chair that sits a little higher than your couch. All right, let's speed it up. How fast can you get off that couch? Remember to lean. Just go your own speed, of course. So while you're sitting there watching your favorite thing, you're doing squats. You're working those legs. All right, one more. Woo! And come on back down. All righty. We're going to do some practicing for getting up. Sometimes it's too difficult to get up from a squat position, and you might need more help getting up. So we're going to do some lunge, in a lunge position, get-ups. So at the edge of your couch, you're going to just turn and put your knee down. Okay? So from here, you're going to push into that front knee, use those leg muscles to get up, and come back down, and up. Whoa, it's hard to balance, and down. Now your legs are hip width apart, but practice getting up from that lunge position. You don't have to come all the way down, especially if you have knees that you have trouble with and you can't put pressure on the knees. Then going back to the beginning, good way to get up off the couch. Turn and use these big leg muscles to get you up. So just do a series of stationary lunges, or extra challenge, lower all the way down to the floor. All right, last one. Come on in. Woo! But that was a one-legged thing. Our front leg was working to lift us up and down, the hip muscles and the leg muscles. Now we're going to do the other side. So remember, you can just come into a split stance, drop that back knee, and come back up. Now it's hard at first to balance, so maybe use the couch to help you. Okay, or come all the way down. Remember, you're pressing through this front heel to get you back up. Both toes facing forward, because we want both knees to be facing front. A lot of work, but you're training the body to use those big leg muscles to get yourself up. Woo. 2 more. All right. Whew. Now, I'm going to sit a little closer in the center because let's say you have trouble getting up off the couch in a squat or a sit to stand and a lunge. So now, here's another option. We're going to turn it into some squat pulses though. I'm not going to come all the way to standing. All right, so sitting on the edge, turn, you're going to squat. Now this is a way to get up. You just use your leg muscles. We're going to do 3 pulses and then sit back down. Turn and stand. 1, 2, 3. Sit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's mobile. We're doing a lot of moving around. That resets the body, gets the metabolism going, and it also makes you more flexible and agile, able to move, get up from sitting. 1 more set. Up and turn. Sit down. So you're doing all of this with the support of the couch. So never are you unsupported. So just start small, and then over time, you can progress into bigger motions. So now, we're going to do some bridges. Now, you sit on the edge of the couch. Our hands are turned any direction that makes those wrists happy. We're going to lean. We're going to lift. Slide back on. Now you might want to put your hands at the edge. Up and back. Push those hips up into the sky. Up. Really helps if you have a slippery couch. If you have a cloth couch, it's a little bit harder. You're using the back of the legs. You're using the glutes. Woo! You're using the core muscles. Up and push. The further out your feet start, the bigger the bridge. 1 more. You're starting to sweat, sofa sweat. Alrighty. Now before we move out of this position, we're going to do some dips. So work in the back of the arms. So we're on the edge. Your hands are on the edge. Don't let them slide off. Your feet are out in front of you. We're going to slide off a little bit and lower down. Now the elbows go directly behind you. So they're not out to the side. We don't want to strain the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, whoo. Now get those feet under you to help you back up. Now if that's too squishy of a surface, maybe use a regular chair where it's flat and you can get a better grip. Now if you really can't lift your body weight because maybe wrist issues or shoulder issues, sit on the edge of the chair, hands behind, still close in, and just leaning back. Make those arm muscles. You can start a little closer to your hips. Make those arm muscles work to lower you down and push you back up. Okay, 1 more set. So either way, you can lower and lift your body weight, or you can lean back and push yourself back up. All right, practically tucked under your hips. Let's slide off a little bit and lower, lift. Woo! Only do what you can. Maybe you can only do one or two. That's okay. Making your shoulders, your arms, your back, chest, and core stronger. And back up. Okay. So we've done bridges, we've done dips. Now we're gonna do a little combination of mountain climbers. So we'll be facing down, hands on the couch, kind of in a plank position, but running. And then we're just gonna hold the plank. So, we're gonna turn around. Hands right under the shoulders, walk back, and hips are down. Now you can just hold that, or do a little jog. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and hold. Belly button pulled up, hips are down. Back of the head pulled up a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step it in, have a seat. Woo. We have another set. Now this time, we're going to be doing plank jacks. So in that same mountain climber position, but instead of running, we'll be doing jumping jacks and then holding that plank. Now, to give you an idea, too, you can also use even a higher level. If you're having trouble with the level of the couch seat, you can make it harder by leaning up against the arm. That takes most of your body weight off. Or if you need it much harder, this was easier, sorry. I think I said harder. Make it easier. Now, if you really want to make it harder, you come down to the floor. A slight elevation does help us. Makes things a little more manageable. All right, ready? Hands directly under the shoulders. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now just hold it. Woo! Core is tight. Hips are down. And 4, 3, 2, and have a seat. Whew. If you're sweating on the couch, hopefully it's leather or plastic. If it's cloth, well, then you're adding some essence to it. All right. Now we're going to finish with a little bit of heart rate by just sitting. Maybe feet a little wide for stability. We're just going to do some jabs. So hands kind of in front of the cheekbones like you're protecting your face. And we're just going to punch. Sitting tall, belly button pulled in. You can speed it way up, keep it controlled, or you can keep it slower. Depends on your joints. All right, you're gonna take it into a cross. So a little slower maybe. You're gonna turn and punch out. So you're still punching straight out from the shoulder, but we've got to turn now. So we're using those obliques, those turning muscles in the torso, as well as all those back, shoulder, chest, arm muscles. Gets the heart rate up. These are really easy to do while you're watching TV. All right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and bring it into a hook. So it's coming around. Now your thumb is facing up, coming around. So you've still got a lot of movement in those side muscles. Shoulder height. Relax the shoulders. Don't let them tighten up. Around, around. It's like you're coming around and hitting somebody in the cheek. Four, 3. Let's make it an uppercut. So up and out, like you're now hitting them under the chin. Get a little more animated in the body, down and up, down and up. Woo! That one kind of hits the, not the middle and not the side, but the kind of both of those areas together. You can really feel that there. Look in the abs. Work in the back muscles. Can we take these across? A little slower. Control it. Up and out. Whew. In 4, 3, 2, and shake it out a little. Okay, we're gonna end with some crunches. We're gonna do some couch crunches. We were doing some sofa sweating earlier, now we're couch crunching. So sit up nice and tall. Fingertips on the back of the head, elbows back. Feet are wide for balance. Belly button drawn back. We're just going to go side to side. Make sure you have room. Now most all of these things can be done if you'd rather not sit on the couch, but if you have one of those big stability balls. You know, the big ball that you can sit on. Most all of these exercises work on that. In fact, that's a great workout for TV watching. Even just sitting on it, nice and tall, is a good stabilizing core workout. Just the act of sitting on it. And if you're sitting there and just bouncing on your ball as you're watching TV, you're actually getting steps on your Fitbit. So it's getting the heart rate up, it's getting your body, the balance increased, your stability. It's using all the little stabilizing muscles in the body. So if you have one of the big round balls to sit on, bring it out, dust it off, use it. It's a great workout. Okay, back to our prisoner stance. Elbows back. We're going to roll down, bringing the shoulder across toward the knee. So it's not bringing that elbow across. Don't cheat. Keep the elbows back. Rolling one vertebra at a time. One more each. Take your time on these. Let the shoulders rest, and one more thing here. So we've gone side to side for the flexors. We've gone across for the obliques. We're going to go across again, but not a crunch down. We're going to stay up and just go side to side. Now we're twisting the spine here. So be gentle with it, be careful. Keep the elbows back. You might want to slow it down a lot if you need to. Just turn as far as you're able. Or if you have pretty healthy flexibility in your spine, you can make it faster, but not out of your control. This is the last finisher for the shoulder muscles. You can really feel it. 8, 7, 6, 5. And bring it down. Woo! Sit on the edge of your chair, couch. If you're on the ball, kind of roll forward a little bit. And we're just going to hold our arms in. Or you can counterbalance your body by holding them out. Or harder still, get back into that prisoner stance. But start small. We don't want to round the back. We're not curving it this time. We're keeping it straight from the tailbone to the neck. Shoulders are back. We're just going to come back and lean. Up. Back. And up. So remember, you can make it harder. If you bring your arms overhead or out to the side, it switches that center of gravity back behind. It's that little pause at the very back that really activates the core muscles. All right, you got one more. Okay, bring the arms down, widen out the legs. Let's come down on the knees and tuck the chin and just round the back. Or if your lower back is okay with it, come on down, round, and hang like a rag doll. So that gets that lower back to stretch. All right, back up. So we're going to turn and back up the car. We've done this before. Hand on the opposite knee, other hand on the couch. You're going to sit tall first, always, always. And turn around and look behind. And center. Let's try the other way. Up and around. Okay, back to center. So the couch workout is the same as a chair workout. We use a lot of the upper thigh muscles, the hip flexors and the quads. So we're going to stretch those. Now remember that little lunge get up. We're going to come into that lunge. All right. Now that front knee, we're just going to come forward until you feel a good stretch in the front of that hip, the quadricep, and then up into the abdominals, because we're going to lift that arm, reach up, pull back. And then come down. Now, you would face the couch. I'm going to face sideways so you see what I'm doing. Let's get up into a little squatted position, and then just keep your head down but straighten those legs. So the back of the legs and the glutes are getting the nice stretch. It even stretches into the calves. And then drop the hips and up. And down. One more. All right, just drop, turn around, have a seat. And we have to do that other leg. So you're just going to slide off. And then just bend that front knee. Just enough to get that hip to the hip joint to stretch. And then up. Now if you're off balance, you can always use the chair, use the couch for balance. get back up. You push through that heel. Let's have a seat. Okay. So, arms are straight. Bring them up. You're going to reach to the ceiling through the fingertips. Try to get the arms beside the head. Bring them down to shoulder height. Shoulder blades come down your back. Let's pull back. And then push down to the floor. The shoulders are down. Let's turn the head, look over the shoulder. And back to center. While we're on that side, let's tilt sideways. Sitting tall. Let's tilt to the other side. All right, so these are some good ideas for you to do. Maybe set a challenge for yourself that every commercial you will do a part of that workout. Maybe do some cardio for one commercial break. And then maybe some sit to stands for the next one. Maybe break it into different segments through the whole evening. Okay, one more time up with the shoulders. Let's push down and tilt the head forward. And these are just ideas that'll get you started thinking about the things you can do. Maybe in the evening time when you tend to, like us, like me, kind of slide into the couch and hibernate for the rest of the night. Inhale. Exhale, one more. So don't get rid of your TV. Enjoy your TV time. Just make it count. I'm Connie, and I'll see you again.